So in the red corner, Efe Ajagba of Nigeria and Joseph Goodall of Australia in the blue corner. And everybody that follows rugby league back in Australia will be happy to know that there's just been 2 shouts of Queenslander from the crowd here in Glasgow, which is it's a famous call, Jim, in the state of origin. Yeah, the biggest football matches played back in Australia in terms of rugby league. They shout Queenslander, Queenslander. There's been a couple of those already for Joe Goodall, so some Australians in the crowd to support the boy in blue.
Well, pretty obvious the first thing that has to deal with is the reach of Ajagba. Ajagba hasn't been impressive in the tournament. He's tall, he picks his punches, you know, he doesn't do anything, you know, wild and woolly, you know, he keeps things nice and tight, tries to use the long reach. He's tall and slim, but he's strong and he's powerful, and there's that right hand.
Super heavyweights, of course. The winner of this contest will fight Joe Joyce of England for the gold medal. The loser will take a bronze.
Yeah, getting close without taking the jab. Good work there from a kind of glancing shot, but you know, at least you heard it reached the target.
We thought he looked as if he was just doing enough in his first 2 contests, and we were wondering whether he had another gear to go, and he's going to have to find it against Ajagba. So Joe Goodall giving away some reach, but getting inside, which is what he needs to do, but taking a few punches on the way through.
Yeah, but he's doing well. I mean, he doesn't want to have his back on the ropes. You know, he wants to spend as much time as possible out where he is now.
Good head movement. Nice evasive skills from a big man. Remember, they're over 91 kgs, and that was a terrific left hand.
Ajagba not pinning Goodall down quite the way he would like to do. So Goodall's movement, you know, he's a little bit sharper with his movements than he was in previous contests. That was nice. I mean, no power in the shot. He was running in with it, but it landed.
And there's a good left hand. He's finishing this round strongly.
And that landed where you want the punch to land. That was on the chin.
So end of round 1. How do you see it, Jim?
Well, Goodall's done enough. He took the first minute to get his act together, but he didn't caught. You know, he wasn't caught with anything cleanly. So I mean, the judge, there's every reason the judge can like him. The judge is what he did. Not a lot to split them action-wise, but that was the good shot. And that was right on the chin, and that was the reason it got the reaction. Ajagba trying to grab hold. Now they liked Ajagba. Well, okay, a little bit unkind to Goodall, but not a lot to split them clean punches-wise.
Remember that when you bend, you uppercut him. It's okay. Don't let him pick you. Don't let him fight you. It's okay.
So second round, and Joseph Goodall of Australia is down on the judges' scorecard. All 3 scorecards went for Efe Ajagba of Nigeria in that first round. He needs to claim this round, even it up to get into a third and decider. But of course, they're big men. Stoppage always on the cards in this weight division.
Ajagba looking to impose himself, I think, at the start of the second. His punches have just maybe a little bit telegraphed Ajagba. Goodall dealing with that. The first round tells us that Goodall's going to have to do a little bit more work than he did.
Yeah, even though we thought he went okay and should have got the nod, he didn't do enough to impress the judges, so more of the same is not going to be what he needs.
Right, it took a little while to get going, But then I thought he was the one getting the clean punches home. They weren't, you know, terrific punches. Wild swings there from Goodall.
He just needs to be first on that jab at the moment. He's waiting for a Jagba to come at him and potentially counter-punching. The reach is obviously with the Jagba, but he needs to just get a little bit busier.
Yeah, I mean, the pace we're looking at here would suggest this, you know, the last minute of the last round, you know, it's a slow pace from both men. Someone's going to have to, that was nice stuff there from a Jagba. But then again, back comes Goodall. That was good.
But as we get towards the last minute of this second round, Goodall behind on the judges' scorecards. Needs a big finish. He just doesn't look quite busy enough at the moment. Still the overhand left. Wonder whether he might be worthwhile trying a few rips to the body. That's a nice right hand. The backhand lead from a Jagba.
Jagba, well, a good response again. A Jagba looks to be in the driving seat. But again, another round with not a lot to split them clean punches-wise. A Jagba is landing some nice-looking, long, straight shots that could well impress the judges. But another round where nobody really put in the kind of shift you would expect at the semi-final stage. You know, no one's really gone out to try to take this fight with a scruff of the neck. It's been a slow pace.
And the winner's going to fight a man who's had a walkover in the other semi-final with his opponent with an injured wrist, and that's Joe Joyce, who's involved in that absolute domination of Ross Henderson. Terrific fight. From what we're seeing here, either one of these boys will have their hands full with Joyce.
Yeah, I think so. We'll have another round, but really it's really difficult to split them. Not enough quality work from either man. A couple of decent long-range punches landed from a Jagba. And some of the punches that come back, a little hint of the inside of the glove. And there, a wild swing from Goodall. But there you go. I mean, a good response when it was required. But certainly the best punches of the round came from a Jagba. We'll see if there was enough. Yep, they'll switch back that way then. Goodall's got it, so fine.
Well, look, it's hard to argue with, because if you're scoring
to split them. Yeah. Not enough to split them. We need more action. Someone's got to go out here and show that they really want to win this round.
So third and final round. Who wants it more? They're tied up. Goodall has taken the second round. The Australian in the blue with 19 apiece with Efe Ajagba of Nigeria. Interestingly enough, we thought Goodall took the second and probably would have shaded towards Ajagba in the first round. The judges have got it even either way. That's probably about right.
Well, it's good that all the judges have gone the same way each round. You know, so fair enough. So it's left a clean cut mathematically. Whoever wins this round, that's the end of the story. They've won the fight. But I'd like to see one of them up the pace and just look to bring more out of themselves. That was a good jab from a Jagba. Better punches in that exchange again from a Jagba.
10-point must system. 3 threes. Already he's seen his teammate Maloney go through to a gold medal game. He needs to lift now. Or he's walked into a little left hand that shortened him up a bit.
I wonder if Goodall is the one who's finding this heavy weather now. Yeah, he's been caught cleanly in this round, and he wasn't caught with too much cleanly in the previous two. So is he the one feeling the pace a little bit? I mean, it's heavy weather up in this weight division, especially with the wrestling that's been going on. And Ajagba does lean on up close, but he looks the part. Yeah. Flailing a little bit, Goodall. Looks like he's the one who's finding it heavy weather.
So Joe Goodall starting to realise he needs to come alive and pull whatever level of energy he's got left out of his body. A couple of tough fights to get to here. Can he find something this last minute of the round? He'll need it. He's just got another clean punch from Jagba.
Yeah, just a good jab just before that as well. Jagba, he's been quicker in his previous encounters, but it's been a bit sluggish here. I mean, they both have. I mean, as I was saying in the second round, it looked like the end of a hard fight. Not much of a pace in this one. But Jagba, I think, has landed the better quality shots. The judges are surprised us twice already. We'll have to wait and see if they're going to surprise us again. But I think Jagba is the one. No one dominated any of the rounds, even any of the action. But I get the feeling Jagba produced the better work in the round that counted.
I think you're right, Jim. So we'll wait to see if that's the view of Jim Watt, former world lightweight champion. And Joseph Goodall, I think he thinks it might be one that got away from him as well. He's just looking at his corner. I think they think it's got away from them. If it does, he'll still leave Glasgow with a bronze medal.
Well, this is one that, you know, we don't really know how it's gone because nobody put their stamp on the fight. We've been surprised with the scoring in the first two rounds, although we're not arguing with the scoring. But the three judges we've got, well, obviously, we can't anticipate what they're going to do here because we got the first two questions wrong.
Yeah, that's right. We've gone opposite to us both times.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
so let's see what happens here. The official decision.
And we have the judges' decision. The winner by unanimous decision. Now through to meet Joe Joyce in the super heavyweight final. In the blue corner from Australia, Joe.
Well, there you go.
Well, I don't know what he did to win that round, John. I don't know what he did to win that round.
I got to tell you, I don't think his corner knows either, because the reaction of the corner was one of surprise. Joe Goodall is through, but we thought he had won the first round as well. So either way, Joe Goodall, the Australian, will fight Joe Joyce.
So Joseph Goodall there winning through to fight Joseph Joyce in the super heavyweight final. And that final, like all of the finals on Saturday, will take place at the Scottish Hydro, which is where we are headed now for, as you can see, the men's horizontal bar. This the start